Hello, this is Lawrence Sanchez. I'm doing my report on Adidas, the sneaker culture, and how they've expanded the international market and how they've done a lot of things, including, let me see right here. Sorry. Including things such as a brand message, having the themes and mottos, a brand focus, explaining the company history a little bit, their products, marketing, advertising, how they use social media and channels to communicate messages, and just a couple other stuff that's with the company to explain how Adidas has made an impact. To start off with, I'll probably just start off with the main mission of Adidas is to change the world through sports. And it's a very impactful statement, right? Because how can you do that? But along the lines of, we've seen that happen. Adidas started off a small company in 1929 by Adi Asler. And with Adi Asler's help, he was able to create footwear in his mother's bathroom in 1929. And there were some speed bumps along the way. So again, in 1949, when I think Adi was around 40 years old or 50 years old, he was able to relocate to, I'm gonna try to say this, Hessenark, Germany. And with the company is 47 people, he was able to start from humble beginnings. Along the lines, his brother was able to start the company with him, but he ultimately veered off and started Puma. So to have two brothers start prominent companies at such a young age or at a middle age, they're able to really take over the world and in their endeavors and have just great companies. You know what I mean? It took them 7 years, but with the help of a couple of miraculous events, the company is able to boost. We'll start by just stating a little bit of the history. In 1954, the World Cup final for Hungary, the iconic sneaker at the time did not have any studs or anything like that, no spikes. And nowadays, we know that soccer and baseball and lacrosse, a lot of these sports and football, they have spikes now, they have studs. And Adidas were the first company to do that. It changed the game in a way that made the traction for your feet while using the cleats way more efficient. You're able to cut faster, you're able to just become a better player overall. Half the size of the regular soccer cleat was cut in, or the size of the soccer cleat weight was cut in half, and the ankle was able to be better protected because of the spikes. Those are some of the amazing innovations that Adidas has or put into the cleats at such a young time in 1954. And then to move on to 1967, Franz Beckenbacher tracksuit changed the clothing game forever. Having that lifestyle of tracksuits and clothing while being affordable, but to be really luxurious, was amazing at the time. So we see those innovations and those things. And then we see in 1970 where Adidas became the World Cup ball, the official World Cup ball with the Telstar soccer ball. And since then, Adidas has been the soccer sponsor, or the soccer ball sponsor for the company. Just to move on a little bit, the company is always trying to strive forward to expand the boundaries of human possibility, including past and present aspects, and uniting people in the sport and creating a more sustainable world. Having the purpose reaches a greater impact on people all over the world. I would like to give a shout out to Nike, because Nike has reached almost the same amount of sales in a short amount of time. But at the same time, Nike's biggest consumer is North America, while Adidas is Europe. Adidas overall sales in Europe has reached about close to 40%, and its outsources for production is nearly 100% outside of America. So, in fact, Germany is the headquarters for Adidas, so that does make sense, right? That is an international company. Some of the key innovations that helped this were like the track suits, the Telstar ball, the cleats. But on top of this, we see now, modern day, the cushion boost for a lot of its athletic shoes. And they also pay respect to a lot of the classics and originals from Sambas, Gazelles, Campus, Superstars, and Stan Smiths. And the track shoes are still as big as ever. So having that incorporation of innovation for the athletic shoe and still paying homage to your classic shoes from the past that I just stated is what makes Adidas so recognizable or so prominent nowadays still. Their ability to have all types of sponsors, from Lionel Messi to David Beckham to Blackpink, the Korean pop singer, to Mohamed Salah, Paul Pogba, is what makes them great. And they're invested in soccer heavily, but they're also invested in trying to make a splash in other markets with artists, right? We see that with Kanye West. Although his sponsorship had ended a couple years ago, for the longest time, Kanye West's Yeezys were the most worn shoe in the whole world. You know what I mean? Popularity and that vision of having those people being sponsored by them is what makes them different from anybody else. So that just wraps up a little bit more of my speech. I can't go too much. I'm about to hit 6 minutes, but thank you guys so much and have a great day.